Good afternoon, YouTube. Still in Vandalia. Just filmed the Cassel Creek subdivision at the corner of Brindlestone and Mystic Lane. This one says 1973, that fire hydrant did, so that sounds about right when this neighborhood was built, the older part of it, at least. We might have some newer homes over here on the right too, but overall Vandalia is a very stable neighborhood. I have not seen any for sale signs. A bunch of birds flying above. A bunch of birds flying above overhead. Right here. Looks like some condominiums right here. Looks like Stone Ridge Condominiums, Castle Hills Court. As I said, the golf course nearby is named after this. I'll get a look at this hydrant to see when these condominiums were possibly established. I only see one for sale sign that's back here. Private drive right there. Condominiums. They're probably 2 or 3 bedroom condos. Stone Ridge condominiums. I'll get a look at this hydrant to see when this was possibly established right here. Yeah, this one was built around 95, so this came right after this right here. So this came right after this. I'm gonna walk further up some of the streets. So Stone Ridge condominiums. I'm not gonna walk back. I'm not gonna walk back there. So yeah, this was put in a year after the Cassel Creek subdivision, although these homes on the right, I believe, are a little bit older. Flock of birds flying above right there. I'm not sure if this neighborhood is named a particular subdivision, but if not, I'll just say Cassel Creek Part 2 and Stone Ridge condos right here at the corner of Mystic Lane and Brindlestone. I started the video right over here today, at least this one at least. Hopefully I have enough time to make it over by the swimming pool and get a look at that. There's the Cassel Creek subdivision, which I filmed in the first video. They're a pretty nice neighborhood. I did not see any for sale signs back there. A lot of birds flying around. Yeah, you can hear them. It's a nice Hummer 3 right there. This fire hydrant back there said 73, so I'm assuming this one up here is going to see the same thing, because these houses here were built around the same time. Of course, the 70s, that was, I would say that was probably what I would consider the second wave of probably white flight happened. These particular ones right here, you get these anywhere from 120 to 200,000. These are not going to be as expensive as the newer stuff, obviously. But yeah, so who the heck wants to live in downtown Dayton when you can have a nice house in the suburbs in a safe neighborhood, unlike the rat hole known as downtown Dayton. Right here, I'm going to see if I can find the date on this one right here. Don't see the date on this one, but I'll check the other one here. How you doing here? Yeah, the other side of Brown School Road, this is the east side of it. The other side is mainly commercial. And you got some apartments further north, but I do not think I'm going to have time to get to those because I got to catch my bus in. But yeah, these houses were definitely in the 70s. You can tell that. And a lot of these houses, because the GM Inland plant is only about 1.5 miles from here, were possibly owned by GM workers or those that live in the Dayton region that had money, who were able to go to the suburbs, obviously. Turning on to Glenrose Street off Brindlestone. And get a look at this right here. See if I can see a date here on this. This looked like this was the same age as the other one. 2846. Can't see a date on this, but this one is probably 73 as well. This one's an older hydrant. You can see where the paint's peeled off it right here. Yeah, we're very close to the Cassel Hills swimming pool. Assume it's still called that, and it's probably still open. As far as I know, it still is. I haven't been there in a really long time, so don't quote me on that, but as I know, we're pretty close to the swimming pool, which is very close by here. Glenrose and Wallenhop Drive. There's a Brown School Road right over there. Yeah, Glenrose and Wallenhop Drive. Get a look around this street, and then I'm gonna probably take a trip near Cassel Hills swimming pool and walk around, and then I'm gonna probably come in an Ohio State fan right there. Of course, that's very common here in this area, of course, being in Ohio. As I mentioned before, most of Ohio, this is mainly an older population, that sort of thing, because obviously, a lot of baby boomers, live here. Let's see what this hydrant right here says right here. Let's see what this hydrant says. I'm assuming 73, but maybe a little bit older. $1980. So this street was platted in 1980 right here. That one's for sale right there. I think this was Holencop Court, but 1033 Coldwell Banker Realty. And depending how long it's been on the market, you could probably get it for, I'm going to say 120 to 175, depending on how long it's been on the market and how long how motivated the seller really is, which can be subjective, because obviously you're not going to get as much for your home as you would have obviously 15 or 20 years ago, before the economy took a real crapper. Economy's been in the dumps, obviously, right here. So 1980, when this street was established, I'll confirm hopefully the next fire hydrant. This one is for sale 4 bedrooms, Home Experts Realty. And this one is vacant, 1057. Nobody's living in that one. So that one, they're probably going to be a little bit more motivated to sell that one. That one you could probably get, I'm going to say 150 to 180 because it's 4 bedrooms. The one back there might have been 3. I'm not sure. Now these are definitely 3 bedrooms. These 2 right here. Yeah, these are 3 bedrooms. All right, they're possibly 4, but the single story ones are definitely 3 bedrooms. Seen a few for sale signs, bars on that door right there. That's not something you see very often out here in Vandalia. But if people are worried about their safety, I understand there's no bars on the windows, but I'm gonna get a look at this hydrant right here to see what this one says as well. Yeah, 1980 right here. Excuse me there. Yeah, I decided, you know, since I'm waiting for the bus, I got a little bit of time. Might as well do these neighborhood videos while I'm up here, because I got still got a little bit of battery life to burn. So might as well film it. Might as well film it today, so that's for sale right there. 112, I believe, Hole and Cop. That one is empty. I don't think anybody's living in that one, but you don't really have the problems up here of people breaking into these houses and raiding them like you would in Dayton, obviously. Because in Dayton, a house that's empty is going to be ransacked, obviously, since this is, you know, 90% homeowners. People care a little bit more up here than they do down in Dayton, obviously. Nicely manicured yard right there. They look like they just mowed that too, or maybe they mulched it for their leaf collection. Yeah, I believe that's 1980 as well. It's a pretty nice late fall day. We're only about 8 days away from the start of winter. About, well, 9 days, I think. Yeah, we're only about 9 days, 8 or 9 days from the start of winter, and I believe I am approaching Cassel Hills swimming pool coming up at the end of this street, and I will probably walk around there, then end the video at Brown School Road. Yeah, I've only seen about 3 or 4 for sale signs, maybe 5. I might have missed 1 or 2, but very stable neighborhood, very stable part of town. But yeah, these look like these are 3 or 4 bedrooms, single stories. Probably have a basement too, so. And Vandalia has some of the better schools in the area. I know some people from the early to mid 90s that went to Vandalia-Butler, which is a high school. I never went to school up there. I was always too bad of a kid to go to those, you know, regular schools, but oh well, I really don't care. Some Christmas decorations right there. A lot of these birds flying above here. Yeah. Royalton and Wallenhopt. So those houses for sale were on Wallenhopt right there. Obviously, scenic view. Taylorsville, so this street I believe turns into Taylor's View. That's a cul-de-sac street, so I'm not going to really go down there, but there's some of the ones right there. And right here we're approaching Cassel Hills swimming pool, and of course they're not open because it's winter. Well, it's almost winter time, but birds flying above, but it's close enough to winter that you can, you know, call it winter. But yeah, this pool is still open and operating right here. It's Saturday afternoon around 3:30. Taylor View, I believe, right here. For sale, $10.74, I believe. Taylor's View. That one probably you could get probably 130s. I'm assuming. Probably. Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, Big Hill. There's anybody that's interested. We're at Williford. Very nice day we got here.